something new. I feel like doing this for a long time. We'll see how it goes. This is my first TikTok for today. I'm struggling to find a job these days, so let's see what's happening.
Okay, so if you love someone who is unemployed or looking for work right now, I need
We know a lot of people who are unemployed and looking for a job right now. Just keep pushing. Things will get better.
you to understand what they're dealing with. And for context, I lost my job 3 times in 3 years and I started
Lost her job 3 times just in a single year. Imagine like 4 months. She went on a job, worked there, and then left or laid off. I know some people who never give up, man. If I lost my job 3 times in a year, I don't know what I would be doing.
I got laid off from my job here in the Netherlands 3 days before Christmas while I was in the US visiting my family.
Getting laid off when you're on a vacation or meeting someone, or it's the worst thing ever could happen to you, man. I know someone who got laid off after the moment they signed a house or they bought something. They made a big commitment and then they lost their job. It's really a tough pill to swallow. I mean, losing a job itself is the worst feeling, but losing it a time is even much worse.
It's a really sad situation all around. I worked for a startup. I loved my job. I absolutely adored what I did. It was so creatively fulfilling for me.
She likes her job. She worked for 2 years.
Life happens. They were investor funded and they basically weren't able to secure any further funding. And it just
I mean, losing funding and losing the job is expected. So what I would suggest is watch what's happening with your budget. If the stakeholders or the product owners, if they are not interested to continue the product, you will get that information prior so that you can prepare. You cannot save your job, but you can just at least brace for impact.
do better. You should not have an executive level role that requires an MBA and 5 years of experience that's volunteer, not clearly say the word.
Wait a minute. Volunteer with 5 years of experience?
Parentheses, volunteer right next to the title. Executive director of fill in the blank, parentheses, volunteer, comma, unpaid. It takes
Is that a troll job post or something like that? I did see those before when I was applying. I mean, not exactly volunteer, but they're asking someone who wants to volunteer who has 5 years of experience and it's unpaid. I did see some job posting where they give you experience. They don't really pay you for working, but they provide experience so that you can use that experience to get some job which is paid. But still, imagine the audacity that they are expecting executive level of experience while being underpaid and still want like 5 years of experience. Why would someone who worked for 5 years works for unpaid jobs?
I hate to admit this to people, but the only reason why we're having issues with finding jobs right now is because these companies want to outsource people in other countries because it takes less money to pay them. Because
Well, I can say something like this. Yes, it takes less money. That's true. Obviously, the currency fluctuations and etc. And also, it's easier to exploit Asian countries' employees, not just India, but most of the countries, because there finding a job is really difficult and the competition is brutal. Due to that, the employers or the companies know that you can just squeeze a lot more hard work or work from the employees because they know that it's hard to find a job in those countries. And obviously, if you convert dollar rates to the respective outsourcing company, it's easier for the employees. Of course, it comes with their own challenges like outsourcing, meetings, time zones, etc. But I know a lot of companies in India, not like a well-known companies, but a lot of companies make their employees work in US time zones, even though they live in another country. And the worst part is holidays. They don't get to celebrate holidays which are in India, but those holidays are not in US because obviously they are working for a US client. But in the same time, they don't give holidays in Christmas or Thanksgiving because those holidays don't exist in India. Sad for them.
in their currency, it translates to a lot more money for them.
That's what that's what
Yeah.
she's saying too.
Yeah. That's why whenever you call a company's call center or customer service, it sounds like, people that have strong accents from different.
I mean, yeah, I don't say she's racist or something. She's just pointing out some truth. There are a lot of companies in US who has a lot of Indian employers, but even they are losing their jobs because that jobs are moving to some other country. Not exactly India, but could be any other country. So it's true. Companies try to profit more based on if they can find people who work for less money, they will obviously go for it. The same behavior is coming to US as well, where a lot of recruiters are also from India itself and they know how to lowball people. Back in before 5 to 6 years, there were American recruiters or vendors who would pay you, even they would pay you less money, but they would not absolutely lowball your pay. as if like 65 to 70. They would pay like 80 to 90. Given a role is 120, 5 years back, they would pay you 90. They would lowball at 90. But now, even in 2026, they would pay you 60 or 70, even if you have 4 to 5 years experience. They start from that number, and that's when they might go to 75, and they would say, no, we have a lot of candidates, and you're also desperate for a job, and you proceed forward.
Whoa, a job that was posted 2 seconds ago on LinkedIn. I'm gonna hit apply right now. This job is no longer accepting application. Over 100 apps?
I think that time has come where pushing buttons in order to get a job is over. The game has changed, and I don't really know a perfect way how we can find a job, but pushing buttons, I don't think that will get you a job unless you are like an extraordinary person or something out of luck. The ratio of getting job while you're pushing the buttons is very low, like really low. At least directly from LinkedIn, which has easy apply. Those days are gone. I wish those buttons work, but those are gone. Either you apply too aggressively that your resume floats into a lot many recruiters, and they read that resume, they might reach back to you. I know a lot of people who got jobs, but the jobs they got were not through pressing buttons. Of course, they have applied for many jobs. That's how their resume went out, and someone reached to them. Someone like called them back. That's how they got the job. Instead of the ones they applied, they were all mostly ghosted.
Oh,
Respectfully, I don't really want job search advice from people who haven't been unemployed in this job market. If
I get related to this because while we ask for advice from people like 2015, 2014, those times are different. Of course, even the jobs back in the day were not that great. Don't compare COVID. COVID was a different game. It's not normal. COVID was not normal. But before that, it would take 1 or 2 months at max to find a job in US. But now it's completely different. And if you follow the techniques they have used, it would take a year or more than 2 years to find a job. Why? Because the market changed. Now there are a lot more people and a lot less jobs.
you haven't applied to hundreds or even thousands of jobs, been ghosted, been rejected after multiple final rounds, then you really just don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, there are startups who take 7 interviews, and they start with the dev and then manager, then team, product owner, and CEO, CTO. Not obviously not CEO, but a very high level. Why do you want to interview those many? And they still won't give you an offer. They still have other candidates. If you're not sure whom to give you a job, even after having like 7 interviews, then you have to reconsider how you're taking interviews of people.
I had a job interview today, and they said to dress as if I got the
What?
job based
Okay.
on what I'm wearing. Where did you guys think I interviewed?
Looks like a bartender or a cave. Definitely
I
not
had a
tech.
job.
Definitely not tech, but it's worth checking it. It's a Disneyland, so they might be expecting to take a look at you of how you look in their uniform. I don't know. This is not a tech based. I don't know what happens in the back of their minds. So we can skip this.
The media has been completely lying to you about the job market. The job
This is-
market in 2024
2024. Interesting. Let's see.
is absolutely brutal.
If anyone's watching from 2024, 2026 is even worse. It's still an end of January and things are going down.
Seen candidates struggle as much as they are right now. I've also talked to hundreds of recruiters that have also been laid off.
It's the same in 2026. No change.
The Great Resignation is over.
Yeah, I know that. During COVID, most people were able to find jobs easily, so they were quitting their old jobs and trying to find a better ones. Gen Z might be the first overqualified and underpaid generation. What do you mean? We need a bachelor's and master's and PhD degree and a perfect resume, a cover letter and portfolio with ideas of experience and a signed letter of recommendation from the president to get a job that can't even afford you to buy a house. I don't exactly have the links or screenshot. I saw a number of posts where they were expecting 5 references, which should be active, and those people should still be in the company. That's one thing. And the second one is, I saw a job post which asked for years of experience, and the pay was $15 to $13 for a full stack. Not even a web dev, not even like a front end or a back end. It's like a full stack. The requirements, I saw Docker inside, $12 to $13.
I have like 3 years of experience. I think the main problem that I didn't really expect when going back into the job market is that there just isn't a lot of jobs.
There are people who got jobs in 2018 or 2019 and who still hold their jobs, who are not laid off or something, and they don't believe that the job market is bad. They just expect that most people are lacking skills and experience. Just think about it. Some people are there who wouldn't agree that the market is bad. All they expect is it's easy. You can just apply for jobs for 2 months and you get it. If you have skills, you will get it. They still believe it. I don't pray for them to experience the job market. That's not a good thing. But yeah, even that's possible. Thinking that employees would also have that mindset, then thinking about hiring managers and other people who are in much higher level who haven't been laid off in like 20 years, what would they think? And those people would have the feeling that, okay, we are not hardworking as them. So they would even think like, okay, there is nothing as bad job market. I interviewed and hired an associate, 800 applications for one position. Do you know it's fair that I just do one round to evaluate all the job offers, all the other people, I guess. But the best candidate to get the job that way, or just whoever got lucky? 8 interviews is fairest way to ensure companies select the best applicant. Don't blame the company. 8 interviews? It clearly like a demand and supply. They have a lot many people to select from, so that's why they are wasting time to find that one perfect gem, elite level developer. I don't know what the job role is, what are the responsibilities, how much they are even paying for that role. But this dude is okay with having 8 interviews for one job. I think he had a rough math, like 800 applications. So he's doing like by 8, something like that. You can't do that in 3 max. So some people are fine with 3 interviews. I mean, 2 or 3 is fine. I like his expression and face. Look at that.
It's not the answer I obviously hoped to hear. It's not the answer I obviously hoped to hear. But I always know that a no is a possibility when it's a yes or no situation. And why would you thank them? They told you no. Well, because it's about professionalism and courtesy. They took the time.
Who knows, then the next job might be coming from the same person, recruiter.
I say AI takes jobs a lot and just leave it at that, basically to rage bait people to comment. But let's look into how actually is AI replacing jobs, and will it replace jobs into the future? Web designer, first easiest one. You can go on Lovable.
Yeah, web designers. So I know there are still people who has like the UI UX jobs, true too. But so to some extent, even my own company, not my own company, sorry, the company I work for, our UI UX person was laid off because the most of the UI was standardized. We now know how the button should look, what are the colors we have to pick, what is the font, and our product owner uses AI to just create some new forms if they had to create, and they would provide the Figma AI to like, okay, this is the existing standards, this is the existing colors we use, just design a new form, and she or he can like directly like change, okay, this looks fine, okay, I'll change. So AI definitely took the job.
You want to know how bad this fucked up economy is getting? And right before we were supposed to get our bonus, they decided to lay off everybody.
Oh, bonus.
Every fucking buddy. Even my 65-year-old manager who was working remote because he can't go work in a real fucking job because
laying off an entire team before giving you a bonus. And honestly speaking, there is no way you can expect a bonus these days. It's gone. Those days are gone. Don't work your shit off to just get bonus. Either do something else in your free time instead of trying to get those bonus, because the odds are very strong these days that you will never get your bonus back. So just enjoy your life.
old.
Just got this scam.
You want to know how
Laying off a 65 years old, like close to retirement, man.
Just got this scam message from a scam recruiter
scams.
about a job opening. And I'm going to share with you guys how I figured out it was actually a scam.
It's easier to find that they are scamming because you get that gut feeling. But there are a lot of people who are desperate for jobs and they just fall for the traps.
Fuck is a system solution architect, engineer, network analyst?
What? System solution architect, engineer, network analyst? I closed my eyes to remember what were all the keywords he suggested. They basically want a person who can do everything. Buzzword final bosses. It's so confusing to find programming jobs right now because they're so true. When you look for jobs, back in the day, those were simple. There were rarely companies these days who just post software engineer or full stack dev. It's really tough to find full stack dev nowadays. And I even saw like AI software engineer, AI data engineers.
Yeah, honestly, I think he'd be a great fit.
Thank you so much. That's so great to hear.
Yeah, for sure. So look, we'll be offering you officially $35,000 as salary with additional benefits that'll be detailed in the offer letter. You'll also get 12 days of PTO, which doesn't start right away. It actually starts 90 days after probation.
I'm sorry, did you just say $35K a year?
Yeah, it's pretty standard for an entry-level role in the current market. It's actually the midpoint of the range.
35 is really less. If you pay even $1,000 rent, including like utilities and everything, it's $12,000 just for rent. And that's 35,000 before taxes. With taxes, obviously, it would be like what, 30,000, and you removed almost 12,000 just for rent. So imagine how much you would have.
Is it useless to try to get a PhD in the humanities these days because of AI?
I never really thought about these people, or someone who pursues art or humanities, environmental science, like that to PhD, not just bachelor's or master's. That's like PhD. It's a big thing. PhD is tough to do. But even as a software devs, we are afraid that AI will take our jobs. What happens to them?
I know it can't just be me, but I have literally applied to 500 jobs in the past
500.
2 weeks. And I've
Oh, in just 2 weeks, he applied 500 jobs. I was like thinking he just applied 500 and okay. In just 2 weeks, he applied 500 jobs.
not heard back from a single one of them. LinkedIn and Indeed are literally useless. It's got
Totally get that feeling. And some people just have an excuse that, oh no, you have to maintain a cover letter. You have to apply each resume with each job. Sorry, each job with each resume. You cannot just use the same resume for all the jobs. Dude, if you spend that much time, you cannot apply for many jobs as possible. And if you apply for less jobs, there is no way you can get a job. Cover letters, I don't even know who needs those letters.
I'm still thinking about the fact that I put in a job application to Spencer's and they called me 5 months later asking if I wanted the position.
It is she's getting something back. I applied over 2,000 jobs in 2021, 2022. So still this day, getting rejection emails like, girl, I know I don't get job. It's been 5 years. They don't check those online applications until they are out of options. There are a lot of job postings which were just added so that the recruiters can have their jobs.
If I apply for another job that requires me to answer a personality-driven quiz with a sliding scale ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree, that's around 60 questions long before you even give me an interview, I'm just going to start signing your email and phone number up for Scientology.
I recommend to sign them up for healthcare insurance quotas. It's actually a hell. And then it's the same 6 questions 10 times. CVS has, wait a minute. CVS has 300 question surveys and you're literally applying for over an hour. First thing, just skip that job. It's fine. Some jobs takes a lot of time to apply, and right in the middle of your application, the website would time out. Happened to me once. Those jobs I would not apply.
Ultimately, this role needs 6 years experience.
6.
You have
The job market is madness. It's an entry level position. You have 4. Okay.
Also, we're a very diverse workplace. You weren't the right fit.
Okay.
I don't usually call if a candidate didn't get the position, but I wanted to let you know personally you were a great candidate. Keep your eye out for new roles here, and I hope you reapply in the future.
That's definitely a voicemail from a recruiter. So you literally got an AI voicemail. I'm deceased. Very diverse workplace, and you're not got a good fit. Means discrimination.
Yes, you got it.
Why are nurses getting interviews anymore? What's happened with nurse? I thought only IT sector is having a tough time. I didn't know other sectors were also having issues. I mean, yeah, because of AI and stuff like those. I understand software tech is changing, but nurse, healthcare. I mean, population obviously grows. Insurance companies are still there. They are not losing money because more people like getting to age. They buy insurances, so they are getting money. So why are nurses losing their jobs? Interesting. I think it's everywhere, not just nurses. AI. What has AI has to do with healthcare jobs? I have no idea. Having the same issue as an EMT. What is an EMT? Well, if you guys have any ideas, just I didn't know healthcare is also getting affected. Anyways, that's enough for today. Feels good. I enjoyed it. So if you find any other funny reels and you want to share it to me, just send it to my TikTok or Instagram or Twitter account, so that if you, whatever platform you find those related posts, even the weird job postings, just send it to me so that I can take a look at them.